Hey guys, Mark Terra 2 here. Well, my engine install didn't go as planned. And I'm going to dedicate this to Greg today. Because I'm going to send it to you when I'm fucking done. Guys, this is why I'm anal about checking my work, especially when I'm doing an engine. I bought this engine as a rebuild. Short block. Thinking that everything was cool, put the components back on, and away we go. Well, I did that. Put her back in the tractor. Customer came in last night. He was all happy as hell. Figured that he was going to pick this unit up Saturday morning. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. 11 o'clock last night, got her all back in. Everything's all set to rock and roll. You turn her over, and she's popping back up through the carburetor and trying to lock up. Well, excuse me while I'm pacing, guys, because I'm a little pissed off today because people don't check their fucking work. So, I hope, Greg, you're going to show your some of your guys this, or your students, because if I was at your shop, I would be checking their work and making sure they're right so we don't go through this bullshit. So therefore, we're going to take a walk back and have a look at the Intech 17 horsepower and how to set the timing properly on your cam. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, you just got to line up the marks. Yes, but you got to make sure you're on the right stroke. But being that it is on the power stroke regardless, it's not too hard to screw up. But first of all, you got to make sure. So, therefore, let's go at this, and I'm going to show you how to set one of these up properly. And Greg, you owe me a pan gasket because I had to pull this apart. You're going to give me one. I'll be there on Monday. So, this is an Intech 17 horsepower. And right now, the timing marks are lined up perfectly. Okay? So, therefore, that means top dead center, we are on the power stroke. There's your valves right there. Okay? There's your intake. On the back side is your exhaust. Okay? So now, we're going to turn the motor. We're on the power stroke. See? Valves aren't moving. Or we're on the exhaust stroke, sorry. Backside, cam is opening up. Valve is opening, exhaust. Pushing the exhaust out. Okay? Now we're coming backside to the intake stroke where it's pulling gas into the chamber. See? Valve is opening. Now it's closing. Therefore, that means here comes the power stroke. Piston goes up. Kerbang! Down she comes. See the cam lobe on the back side? It says 176. I don't know if you can see it, but it's on the back side there. Cam lobe's coming up. Exhaust. Valve is opening. Piston's pushing the exhaust now out. Now here comes the intake. And etc., etc., etc. And as we come back around to top dead center, our timing marks now line up. Got it? Simple. And I know some of you guys that are veterans in this are just going to sit back and laugh your asses off. But you know what? I can't stand doing stuff twice. It does nothing but piss me off. And especially when it's coming from a really good shop, rebuild shop, that does have students, and students are known to fuck up because they're learning, and I understand that. But the owner should check their work before they put the pan back on. It takes 5 minutes, guys, to do 4 strokes on an engine. to make sure that everything is right. This engine was a half of a turn out. That's why it was popping up through the carburetor, because it was put together on the wrong stroke. Anyways, that's what I have for you today. Not a lot happening other than this. I had other things to do. But now I got to wait for a pan gasket. And a lot of you guys are going to say, well, just make one. No, I don't make one. I want a pan gasket. I don't like silicone. Silicone does nothing but leak, and then you're pulling it apart again for the third time. And I'm not into that. But other than that, the shop is filling up. Yeah, that big pig's still sitting here. The Honda's done. And here's my engine job. This guy, unfortunately, got screwed big time. This has a Ford 302 in it, and was told that it was a rebuild engine. And I'm going to make a video on it this week. I just don't feel like climbing up in the boat to show you, because I am tired today. But anyways, regardless, it had a heat-up problem. Yes, the heads were cracked. But it's what else we found. Ring landing. You guys, I don't know if you guys know what that is. Some of the older guys will. And I'm pretty sure that a couple guys like Billy and Wes, you'll know what I'm talking about. Ring landing on the top of a cylinder. On a rebuild engine, it shouldn't be much or anything. But when I pull it apart and find 10 thou of a ring landing on the top of a cylinder, that means that this engine was not rebuilt. This engine was, to me, looks like an old truck engine, because any marine engine has brass frost plugs. This one has rubber plugs in it. You know, when you pop a frost plug, you put a quick fix in it, a rubber plug where you put it in and you sucker together, or with a half-inch wrench to pull it tight. This is not a rebuilt engine. This is a pile of junk and poor workmanship. I had to call a customer last night. He's not a very happy camper. So, because he's a poor car salesman, he can't afford to put a new rebuild in it. And tried to instruct me to slap a new set of heads on it and send it out the door, because he was selling it. And I told him that I wasn't going to do that. It's either you're going to fix it right, or you're going to come and get your boat in pieces and get it out of my shop. I'm not into screwing anybody. I believe in good workmanship, and any of the engines that I have done, and I've done a lot of them, nobody's ever had a problem with. I give you 3-year warranty on any marine engine that leaves here. I don't on performance. Performance engines do not have any warranty, period. But on a stock engine like this one here, I will give you 3-year warranty, because he's using it more like a cottage than he is recreational boating. But anyways, guys, that's about what I got for you today. I'm not going to climb up on that big bugger and show you, but I will this week sometime, because I'm just waiting for our new gantry crane to show up. And yeah, but that's about what's happening today. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you again. Cheers.